Okay. Well, basically, I don't know if you ever heard of Alan Watts, a very good person, or persons, I don't know. Due to disarrays, confusion, isolation, or what have you. Today's topic, I have no idea, but usually he'll pick a topic, pinpoint, and deliberate. This one is on who is your friend? What is your friend? Who, what, where, when, how. Your friends can be in there such as demeys, you know, such as a plethora of things. So back onto it. What is a friend? Who is a friend? Who, what, where, when, how. I'm going to give you about a minute or two or less, about 30 seconds, just to ponder who, what, where, when, how. Okay? Who would really be there by your side, by thick and thin? Give you an example. Okay. Myself, driving stuck on the LIE to a certain time, and I'm like, oh my God, who do I call? You call that somebody, and they get up and they meet you there. Who is that person who would be there for you? We'll let you think about it. And then I will continue. This one gives you gastritis. Interesting. Gas. What is this? Cinderella 99, 85.3. Okay. Shh. Anyway. Due to yin and yang. Basically meaning I'm taken by life due to such as God or the devil. Remember, there's a fork in the road. What do you choose? Do you choose to do it the right way, making money? Or do you choose to make a quick buck and just ruin someone's life? Like say, all right, let me give you an oil, smuggle a little, da-da-da, give you for this, da-da-da. Maybe it's fake, maybe it's not the real thing, and then you don't know who it is, you get mad. I'm not having that. That's what I'm saying. Think before you act. Think before your mouth opens, okay? Because if you do not, your problem will be astronomically a plethora of undue haste. So basically, such as Alan Watts, a PhD person, such as do I listen to? And then I found out, where is it? Just to show you, I'm not lying. I met a customer. Oh my God, is this Bina? Yes, it is. I met a customer today who has to deal with Alan Watts. I think he's dead. I was like, oh my God, who is this? Eva. Oh, that's the tattoo girl that gave me her number, her cell phone number. Oops, never mind. That goes back in here. I don't know, maybe I'll call her. And basically, what he talks about, Alan Watts, PhD in psychiatry, psychology, and God-fearing. And I'm definitely going to do this. I don't know when, but it's called Is it Vice? I don't know. Vice Land TV or Voice? I don't know. He spelled it this way, VICE Land dot TV. And I'm like, yo, is this like Alan Watts? And he says, you know him? I'm like, yo, as soon as I did my marijuana, I was like, I just sit here, depends on like strand of indica or sativa, and I'm like, what now? And then I myself go on religion instruction, you know what's right and wrong. And then he talks about anything. And I can't wait. And this is what I was talking about, because I've heard a friend of mine called me and just made my life chaotic. And I said to myself, he usually talks about topics: anxiety, depression, how to change your life around, how to be you, how to yin and yang. And this is what I'm saying. Who or what is your friend? Who is, what did he say? Who is that cockroach in your life? Who is that Sandman who's going to stop you from you succeeding? Oh my God, there's 5 of them in my life. It's not good. And I just listened to one of his readings, and I was like, oh my God, I got to block people. I got to delete people. Oh my God. And then, I was like, whoa. And then I was just talking about before you came on with yin and yang. Who is a friend? It's like a 50-50 chance. It's like a fork in the road. And it's like choosing what is right and what's wrong. So basically, are you going to make that quick buck and cheat someone? Or are you going to do it the right way and make very little, be a medium class person or less, and struggle and be okay? And then get a plethora of gifts handed to you, not when you want it, when you need it. Give me an example. Today, no cigarettes. You know me. Not good. So I'm working. I don't know where I got enough money as a tip to get a cigarette. That's what I'm saying. So, and then yin and yang explained very quickly that I learned from him. I don't know anything about that. You get that? You know me. I don't know nothing about, fortune and whatever, yin and yang. Now think about it. If you look at the yin and yang, and it has you have a little dot and a tad bigger dot. So you have a black dot and a white dot. Okay. Well, if you didn't have the black dot or the white dot, does it really exist? If you were, if you were black or a white, does it exist? If you're wrong or right, is it 2 lefts make a right or 2 wrongs don't make a right? Exactly. Without each other, you would have nothing. And nothing would be empty, just like, is a glass of milk half full or is it half empty? It depends what you see as doing the right thing or the wrong thing. He's a genius. I just got home and I'm like, where are you, Alan Watts? Give me a call. You're interesting. Mm-hmm. And this guy says to me, because I always talk about medicine, the stuff I know, and then he says to me, this kid, I think he's the son. I hope not. That would be scary, because I listen to him every night. And he says to me, he talks about medicine and pharmacology and diagnosing and everything, and he just bases it. One thing, we'll give you an example. Drug addiction, or such of a phone. We'll go first on a phone. A phone is a drug addiction. Give you an example. It's like cocaine. It's like a message comes through, or such as it's ringing, it's messaging, it's ringing, it's beeping. It's like, I gotta flip it off. What is going on? I gotta see what's going on. You cannot put it down. I'm like, oh my God. I went to the lecture in New Mexico when I was visiting. I went to the lecture with this guy who's a PhD in psychiatrist, with the lecture with how cocaine is similar to a phone. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's exactly like it. You just cannot put it down. One hit, you're done. It's bright light. I got to see the message. And it's like, even in New Mexico, I was watching a movie with my cousin. Chris, put your phone down. I'm like, what do you mean? It's beeping. I don't know who it is. It could be a friend of mine in New Mexico. It could be, I don't know what's going on. I need to know. It's just, you don't need to know. I bet you can't be off your phone for 20, 30 minutes. She was right. Couldn't be off the phone for at least a minute. It was bad. The other thing I was saying, addictions. Oh my God, today's society, drug, sex, pills. Did I say violence? Violence, sex, and drugs. Most people say, oh, marijuana is so bad. Yes and no. If you have psych issues, very bad. But you can coincide with them. Now you're dealing with pills, coke, H, and Imodium. Don't ask about that. Look it up. Same additive. It's like your own demise. Then you get lost. You cannot be found. It's like you take one little thing, you're done. Look at Whitney Houston. We saw what happened. Daughter, same thing. Tell me that's not foreshadowing. Hints or something to the future. What hints or clues to the future that's coming about? I can get for example. Yeah, there's the marijuana going. For example, I sit out here and I look for the birdies and I'm like, ooh, birdies. When I even do my music thing, I see a doggy or a birdie. Oh. And when I see red ones, I'm not happy. They're pretty, but I'm not happy. I know it's going to rain, so I'm not happy about that. You know. Or you get, like you taught me, you get itchy or something and money comes. Oh my God, Bina, money came so much to me. That's what I'm saying. I'm not God-fearing. I haven't gone to church in a while. I haven't. It's like, I might be lost myself, but it's like, oh my God, I miss Atria so much. That person ruined me from the Nep Trip, and he ruined me. That was my thing. That was my passion. But I don't know. Going to building to building. I'm ready to leave this place, but until I'm waiting for that email to come through a friend. It is medicine, so we'll see. But then I met an electric guy. I'm like, yo, you're very good at what you do. Work for me. I'm like, I don't know electric work. Get the hell out of you. But I don't know. I'll find my niche apparently, eventually. Thought it was medicine. I don't know. But such as in our demise, like drug addicts, they just can't stop. Then they go into the stealing and this and that, and this doesn't end. It's a vicious cycle. What's supposed to happen? You're born, your mommy and daddy says yes and no and whatever, and parables. My mother, forget it. Too many damn parables. Take an energized bunny, doesn't stop. Like, you just go through the skin and on and just stop already. Some people just, all right, this is what it is, da-da-da-da-da, this is why, boom. If not, you take things away with this. Some people hit, I'm like, whoa. I'm like, whatever works, just don't tell me. Don't tell somebody. Do whatever you gotta do for them to learn a lesson. Kids put their railings through their head. Mommy, look. I'm like, leave them there. Or her. Let them learn a lesson. Well, most people put butter through the railing, they come out, or fire department cuts your railing, and there you go, that's $1,500 to fix the staircase. I know, because when I lived in East Meadow, it happened to my neighbor. I was like, wow, $1,500, holy shit. But, I'm like, yo, don't let him out. I'm like, what do you mean? Don't let him out. But, yo, Chris, what? Modern. Or paramedics. They're going to cut it. You're going to see. So, wasn't good. What are you going to do? But, poor Ellen Watts. Galaxy Store 1 updated. That's nice. But, I don't know. People are nuts. You try to help them, they use you. This is what I wanted to get at. You help a friend get an iPhone. I'll pay it. Psh, stupid. Well, I don't care. I don't think she's on the alcoholic. Now I owe $1,500. I don't get it. Just got the letter from Verizon. I'm like, God. Half of it is done. $395 plus $710 for her phone. My tablet, $315. Oh my God. Where the hell is that going to come? My ass? Money don't grow on trees. I don't get it. All you had to do is pay $30 a month, and you fucked me. My mom could be annoying, but I love her to death. I called for an apartment. They denied me. I'm like, all right, credit shot. Paid it $395 cash. Phone is half off. I'm like, oh, God. Court is happening. So we're gonna take it and put a lean or a garnishment. I'm doing it. Don't give a shit. And other due haste is happening to me. Don't know why. To let you know, I have a very good lawyer friend of mine. That's happening. And the store I work at 7-Eleven, very weird. Some asshole got very upset. I don't give a shit. I didn't know I have power there. You can deny someone with alcohol. I don't like that. Some asshole under 21, the whole screen went red like if you're in a pharmacy. I'm like, God, I can't sell it. What do you want me to do? Then he brought a friend in. I'm like, that's not happening. I just saw him walking. It's not happening. I'm like, don't make me call a person. So I did. And I called I'm like, you got to take this charge off. We cannot do that. So I went in. You have no idea. I had to go to court. I showed my bill to take this thing off my $10 to call a police officer to come into my building for an asshole who won't leave for alcohol and cigarettes. It's not happening. It's not happening. So, well, $10 came back. Like, you can't fuck with me. I'm like, what? I'm like, what phone do I use? So they said mine. So I used it and I got paid back, went to the courts, and get the fuck out of here. You're not charging me. And this is what I'm saying. I got to get out. And it's very dangerous. People want it's not happening. The overnight, it's not happening. Very dangerous. You get assholes. Some of them are funny. You get numbers. Hey, why aren't you getting a tattoo? Like all the tattoo people I know are coming in. I'm like, yo, why aren't you coming in? Well, you might see me tomorrow. But I'm in the mood. I don't know what. But well, we'll be at the peak level and find out, and then we'll choose. We got one on the leg. We got one on the side. The Pink Panther on the right leg side. We got a tiger. I got to go on the right leg, middle. The bottom, almost the whole leg is filled. The bottom of the leg, the arms, this. Not doing back. You can't see it. The chest, it's too painful because I'm too thin because of celiac sprue and my demise. Not happy. Lost a lot of weight from the celiac. Not happy. Been cheating my diet. Don't ask my weight. It's not. Even a friend of mine from Westbury contacted me. I posted a picture of myself with my tattoos because they look so gorgeous. Because on Instagram, you can press a button and change the color. It's so pretty cool. It's amazing. It makes the tattoos stand out. And people like call me. I'm like, what? Like, what? Are you okay? You don't look good. I'm like, what do you mean? And I'm like, what do you mean? I've been cheating my celiac diet. I guess the stuff is not gluten-free. I'm guessing Heineken is not gluten-free. I've been downing that to relax at home. So I'm going to have to research that. So I'm sure there's extensive damage in the small intestine where you get all your proteins and all that crap. Not good. It takes 6 months to repair. So I'm sure I'm supposed to go to a GI consult, meaning my stomach doctor, he's not going to be happy. And then I'm going to have to take off, I think, a day and a half or 2 days off. Because we already got the needle stuck in both feet in my bone and tendon. Not happy about that news. Not going into that. That was yesterday. Then we got to get an endoscopy. What is that? They knock this shit out of you. They put a tube down your throat. They knock you out. IV. I'm going to ask for 2 of them. I want Versed and Propofol. Michael Jackson drug, because that's, you have to do it every 15 minutes, and Versed is like a Valium. So if you do both, it's the white injection and the yellow thicky substance. I want both. So when you wake up, they give you the apple juice. Don't give me a cracker. And wakey, and hopefully it goes well. So they'll go in, they'll snip, put it on the microscope. They'll see the cytology. Cytology. Yeah, the study of the tissue samples. So they'll offer me pain pills. I deny it. I'm like, give me an order of Motrin, 600 or 800, number 10. And that's it. I refuse pain pills. I was on them. I refused it. I was constipated. I was on Senna and cold. I was sick of it. I couldn't. I found out about stomach carcinoma. Look it up from the gluten-free crap. This is what I'm saying, man. I don't listen to people. You're a medical person. You don't listen. They're worse. That's right. Medical people are the worst patients. Jesus. Should never went to school to study that. Anyway, so lost weight. I was 135, 138. Now I'm like 112, 115. And yeah. What are you gonna do? Well, stop eating gluten. Stop the nicotine. You gotta stop the nicotine. You're not eating. This is why I do the marijuana crap to get the appetite. My mom gets upset because I'm eating late. No, eating at 2 or 3 a.m. But, went to my doctor and he says, Chris, you're not eating. I'm like, no kidding. Give me a pill. Better not be a controlled substance because, think about it. If you're a heavy user of marijuana, look at something else. My pain management doctors noticed, like, you're asking for a lot of refills. Even at Stop and Shop, I went to my, what is he? A physiatrist? Great doc. Very rare to find. There's only 2 in the country here. One is in Garden City. What a physiatrist is a orthopedic doctor, MD or DO, doctor of osteopathy, herbal. Then they go to, supplemental, meaning physical therapy or occupational, and then they go to supplements. He looked at my report from a Stop and Shop accident, metal bar falling at me, and they're like, Chris, you hunched over. I'm like, it's not good. You have no idea. That ruined me. I wish I never worked there. You have no idea. And when I lift my leg, there's clicking and clicking and clicking, and it's time to do another MRI. I'm not happy about that. And S1 is lost height into it's like a disc. Lost height means it lift. Also, I have L5 is a pinched nerve. Yay! And it's not good. So weather, this, that, great. And I asked my doctor. He gave me a great medication. I swear to you. Am I right? I don't know. I even asked him, am I? He says, no. What do you mean you're 33? You have a lot of pain. Think about it. Your nerve is severed. I'm like, oh, thanks. Went to a neurologist. Well, let's see. He gave me Flexeril. Amazing. Gave me the 5s. I'm like, whoa, this is amazing. He says, what are you doing? Are you preventing it or are you taking it when you have it? Well, the first week I've been taking it to prevent it, what I was taught in school, and then after that, you just take it when the pain is there. Because if you take it to prevent it, that's a problem. That means you're an addict. So if you take it for the first week and see where your pain level and you're masking it, hiding it, then you wait for the pain to happen, then you take it and hopefully it goes away. He says, oh, you're doing it the right way. I'm like, no kidding. Then he gave me the 10s. I'm like, I took one. I'm like, this is not good. He says, I couldn't move. Couldn't move out of my chair. I'm like, I called him. I'm like, yo, I can't move. He says, what do you mean? I'm like, yo, I can't take the 10s. I have to take the 5s. He says, cut them. I can't. Yo, the 10s are horrible. I don't know if it's the company, my body, or whatever. I'm like, what do I do? He says, you're going to have to come to my office, give me the pills. I'll write DC on them. I hold on to them. I'll write your new prescription. Blah, blah, blah. Got the 5. They were amazing. I don't know what it is. Don't know what it is. Then I told him, please stop writing them. I'm like, just write only 10. He says, what? You're in agony. I'm like, that's all I need. And that was it. Still agony. And I have to go back to him, but I refuse to go. Because I'm going to have to do physical therapy, occupational therapy. I don't have time for that. I'm working at 7-Eleven. I'm working with 3 doctors. I'm doing what I love to do. But it's like something has to go, Bina. Something. I'm like, if I just had Atria 40 hours, I'll be sad. The train, it is whatever. I'll be stuck at Honda Dim waiting for it, whatever. But whatever. I just don't get it. You're stuck. You're doing this bullshit 7-Eleven shit, horrible money. Mommy's asking for my give it, and then it's like, cell phones do. I don't know, cell phones 121. I don't get it. T-Mobile's robbing me. Then I'm dealing with the iPhone she stole from me, my And then I posted, it wasn't nude. People say it's nude. It was just chest and above, and with muscle or whatever pointing to head. Because when you point to head, it's trajectory showing all the tattoos. Like, I don't know. But, think about it. You get high, you get stupid. You're not gonna, trust me, we're not gonna put a pee-pee picture. We're not that stupid. And if we do, we ain't gonna show. Trust me, we're not that stupid. But when I saw her on Instagram, very weird. Facebook, not that much. There's no the lesbian, gay, all that weird crap. Not so much. Instagram shows weird things. That's all I have to say. They're allowed, but some people are not. So I don't know what you're doing. I don't even want to know. That's like the yin and yang. It's your choice, but whatever. Very weird. Like I said, sex, drugs, violence. Our system sucks in Suffolk with court system. I don't want getting into that. And we need the Jersey guy here. That's all I'm saying. If we get the Jersey guy here with the alcohol thing and the DWI, we're set. People say, why don't you drive? Why don't you get a car? Well, because I smoke marijuana. You can't have marijuana and drive. I said it. Yeah, I said it. I'm honest. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm very open. I'm very honest. Maybe I'm too open, meaning too much saying. But marijuana, beer if it's gluten free, if it's whatever, or alone with my mommy. I'll date here and there, and that's it. If I have time, and that's it. No other crap. No other medicine or whatever powder crap. Get the fuck out of here. I don't have time for that shit. Just marijuana for the pain. It's crazy. So foot thing we did. Next is cardiology appointment. Not happy about that. I'm still. Oh my god! I'm off tomorrow. What is it? A weekend? I can't do it. I got to do it on a Monday. Gay. Am I allowed to say it? Well, people think I am, so I'm allowed to say it. I got to pay that report $100. I got an X-ray. Was it an X-ray or an MRI? MRI or X-ray report of my chest, and they won't pay it. It's $100. I don't care. I'll pay it. I think they capped me. Thank God I'm gonna pay it. I'll tell you why. I went to get it done, and a friend of mine says, "Chris, come in here." I'm like, "What's the matter?" "Steve, what's going on?" And he's an interventional radiologist. He taught me how to read films. Not lying. And he says, can I see the film?" He says, "Oh, it's the tree brunk thing." He says, "What?" "It's the tree branch thing." He says, "What do you mean?" I'm like, it's you're an idiot. I'm like, it's not ALS. It's arcuate median ligament syndrome. He says, "What?" Whatever those abbreviations are, it's arcuate median ligament syndrome, meaning the celiac artery is compressing on a vein. So how'd you read that film? I'm like, "It's my disorder, you idiot." "Sorry, doc." Sorry to be rude. Like, I have celiac, I have stomach carcinoma, stomach cancer. You have no idea, I have feet problem. I have peripheral neuropathy. They asked me to put me on Neurontin. I refused it because it causes sleepiness and tiredness and this. I have no time for that. I have trouble sleeping. Well, I know why, because marijuana causes that. Hello, I researched it. Leafly follows me on Instagram. This is why they're saying, "Well, this is a good guy. This is a good guy. This is weird case. I'm following him." And they always write to me, "What strain are you smoking?" I'm like, "I don't know. I gotta look at it." So now, from the actual tape, they asked me to tape it on here. Now my hand's shaking. You see it? The camera's moving. I don't know. It's very weird. Yeah, they're gonna like that. But I put the tape on here. Cinderella 99, 85.3%. I don't know, it just happens. It's an involuntary thing. Of course that went out. And then someone else is following me. I figured out some hiccups. Hiccups, very interesting. People say, Hold breath, scare someone. Water, hold nose. Like, nope. Nope. I might take a big gasp of air and hold it. And then basically what happens is, when you have an IV, you know how you have to get those bubbles out. You want to create the bubbles. When you create a bubble, hiccups go away. That's why when you're a baby, you create a sucking sensation. And bubbles create, and that's why the hiccups go away. It's common sense. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm meant to do. Don't know. I'm in Reader's Digest. I'm in MayoClinic.org. They contact me. I don't know why. The fuck do I know? I'm just a human being like everybody else. Maybe I do a lot of research because I get bored. But maybe because they made a mistake on my grandfather. That's probably why. That's why people say stop being a doctor. Well, when I did my research and stuff with my grandfather and what they did to him at NUM's National University Medical Center, resident students, cocksuckers. I don't know how you do that. How you do heparin and Coumadin to get two anticoagulation made him bleed eternally. What I did, I knew a resident fellow, a friend of mine, and I crossed it off, called him like, yo, I'm crossing this off, putting your name. He says, what are you doing? I'm like, I have to. And I'm like, can you come in right now? It's very an emergency. You need to start this med right away. You need to start this. He's not going to make it. You need to take his blood. We need to know what kind of level he is. We need to, meaning, is he an O negative? He needs a transfusion. Yo, it's too much. I could see it. It's ecchymotic. It's black and blue. We can see it in his abdomen. You got to take him off this and then take him off the heparin, put him on a Lovenox, and then after that, I do the Coumadin levels and do it every other 3 days, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and just get the insurance covered. There's a PTI in our machine that you can get delivered. It's $2,000. Mayo Clinic, MayoClinic.org. MayoClinic.org emailed me and says, yo, tell your grandfather about this. I'm like, okay. And he ordered it through insurance. We checked it at home. Boom. It was easy. I was like, wow. And that's why I got into it. And then he went to the best Suffolk County nursing home. My mother and I came in. You know, my mother RN, type 4, the highest level you can get. 5 is, but medical surgical, very hard to do. Everybody else is something in ICU. Please, it's easy. If you become medical surgical, talk to me. Very difficult. Not good. Very good. Very good. You gotta be your own advocate. If you're not, I deal with my coworkers, stents and this, and I'm on this. I have a valve. I'm like, can I listen? He says, what? I'm like, let me listen. Ooh, you have MVP. He says, what? Yeah, I'm like, what do I have? I'm like, go to your cardiologist, see what he says. I said, you have a leakage problem? What are you on? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what? That doesn't make sense. Go to your doctor, your cardiologist, or tell me you have MVP. He'll listen. And guess what? He's not at work. I don't know if you watch Monk. You know, people might sue or whatever, but I give credits to Monk, Tony Salubis, the actor, because I don't like to get sued or whatever's going to happen to me. So I'm giving credits to him. It's a gift, but a curse that I have. So I know by just reading and working with all these doctors and, you know, being adopted at 8, not speaking English, okay? I'll tell you why I know all this crap. My mother, she worked at St. Francis Hospital when there were nuns before these Jewish people took over. Presbyterian Hospital, okay? When you were 8 years old, myself, did not speak a lick of English. Guess where I was? By her side, not speaking English. There's no HIPAA or OSHA or OSHA's blood crap. OSHA, okay. So HIPAA is breaking privacy acts. There's no such thing. How can you if you don't speak English? So, and you don't understand what the fuck they're saying. So, excuse my French. So I was by her side while she was working and just watching her doing the IV, watching her administer medication, watching this CNAs and all these people washing the beds, the pans, the this, the that, everything. So I viewed it on my. All I did was this. That's all I remember. That's all I remember. I'm like, very like curious, very curious. My mother said to me, "Put your hands in your pocket." She knew me. She knew me. She says, "Oh my God, my son loves medicine." Use the sanitizer. Oh my God, you're like, what are you doing? Sanitizing. That's the first word I knew. Sanitizing. As soon as my grandfather declined, that's when I chose it. It chose me. That's what I'm saying. Everybody has a gift, and it chooses you. So, you know, music. Music, the arts is my thing. People like music. What do you mean new music? Well, being a Bulgarian, Eastern European from Sofia, the capital, what are we? Basically, those people are music people and medicine people. Go figure. I don't know. I looked it up. So, I don't know. The arts. Vocal coach Annette Carey. I wonder if she's dead. I gotta look her up. Email her. Good person. Yeah. I don't know. Music. I love music. Music is nice. I don't know what it is. Sadness is coming. I feel it. I'm gonna get over it shortly after. Meh. Sadness is coming. It's not good. Wow. Wow, man. What the fuck is that one? We're gonna have to switch this. This is not good. Now I know why. Let you know. Maui Wowie. Your daughter would know. Maui Wowie and Cinderella is a music thing. And when you do flowering, that is such a mix of an indica and a hybrid. And, it's a piff. It's garlicky or whatever. There's going to be sadness, there's going to be tears, there's going to be this, there's going to be that. If you watch my videos, some of them I'll cry like instantly. Some of them very weird. I'm like, what? I'm like, I'll pause it. Sometimes I'll put my glasses on. I'm like, the eyes will solve right up because I'll drink or whatever. And I don't know where I threw my glass of tear. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And like a lot of emotions. I'm like, no, not now. So, I try to do the echoing button. I'm like, don't do that. Then someone said on Facebook, can't hear it, can't understand. I'm like, all right. So basically what I'll do is I'll minus the echoing button. People, they'll write to me private messaging like, studio work. I'm like, absolutely, 5 towns. Uh-huh. Took it. Didn't help. Didn't help. And I'll say out loud, I'm like, negative 115 ms, measures per seconds. I'll just say the number and it just does it. This phone is amazing. It's a shame it has a crack on a phone, on the lens. And, but anyway, music, the arts, paintings. I'm not into paintings. Used to be. My favorite, if you ever go to a doctor's office, I want to get it. My favorite. It's like the woods, I think. And it's a big circle. And it's goes around like that. And it's blue. I forget the rest. It's nice. But, yeah, it's my favorite. I didn't get that as a tattoo. I can find it. Probably I won't remember. Because I have to see my tattoo friend tomorrow. So, I have to meet my friend because, let you know, I'm done with New York. I'm done with Long Island. Now I'm not on peak. This is the normal Chris. Because you would hear that. All that weird marijuana talk. This is the normal one. I'm done with Long Island. I'm done with New York. It's time to move. Where I have two places in mind, not saying. So when it gets closer, I'm stacking, meaning saving money, getting my demise for my pain, because I'm not doing pills. Fuck that. Told my neurologist I'm done. because he did a not EMG, whatever. What is it? What is it? Where he pokes your finger with the fucking knee. Oh my god! Don't get me started. He was poking. I'm like, okay. Then I see this big ass needle trying to distract me. Oh, my brother. He was a drug addict and this. And then he heard I was on marijuana. He did not like that. My mother said he does not like drug addicts. I'm like, then why are you a doctor? Why do you go in the field? You're supposed to help people. Oh, my brother, he was an MD. He was a neurologist, top of the country. Too much of, not saying what he was on, not marijuana, I'll tell you that. All you do is fall asleep or vomit. Depending if there's mold or whatever, not going into it. Wasn't good. So I see, I'm like, what are you doing with that? He says, what do you know that I don't know? I'm like, Doc, nothing. I know you're going to stick that somewhere. I'm ready, just do it. Do it. I'm like, it wasn't good. Jesus. And there was like a little tape, like white paper, it goes like this way. And you can see these needles moving. And to add more to the diagnosis, you know how on the bottom you have DJD, joint degenerated disc disease, or you this on the diagnosis on the bottom. Well, my right hand, this is my writing hand. I found out I'm ambidextrous. I didn't know that from the test. This hand is a 4.0, meaning carpal tunnel syndrome. He says it's not that bad yet, but you might need surgery later on. I'm like, don't say that. And this one's a 3.5. What now? And that's basically it. Yeah. So building, maybe I gotta find a triadic with those two practices. Meaning for that idiot, not idiot. Very good doctor, very smart. Jesus, he reads so much. It's ridiculous. I'm like, Doc, you have 4 patients waiting. I gotta finish the chapter. I'm like, let it get to 10. I'm like, oh, how many pages? 30. I'm like, do you read it or I scan? I'm like, oh, how long? It's, oh my God, ridiculous. He reads 18 hours a day. I was like, you're boring. But I would love to pick your brain, and I did. There's no more questions. He hates me. He says, is Chris coming in? Yeah, I'm like, oh, good. That's what he says to me. Oh, good. Well, just say don't ask questions. All right. I want to learn. When you're smart, I want to be your friend because I want to learn. Remember, knowledge is power. Learning in middle school and when I was younger, knowledge was power, and they really killed me. Literally. Well, think about it. I found out when I read, when you do too much cocaine... Oh, let me give you an example. You know the bleeding heart plant? It looks like a heart and the bleeding comes through it. I'm reading that and I'm like, oh, that's so pretty. So I'm putting the blue liquid on it so it becomes a big bush. I'm like, oh, look how pretty you are. This corner's to cut with that. And then I'm reading. I'm like, holy shit, this makes sense. Holy shit. There's a lot of weed. We're smoking. I'm like, wait, what? Bleeding? I'm like, that's so pretty. Then something came up. Cocaine. I'm like, what? What does this got to do with this? Flowering in this. I mean, flower like the flower in a plant in the ground. I'm like, what? Then I'm reading coke and this. And when you have so much cocaine in your system, your heart actually explodes and bleeds the blood. I was like, oh, that's so amazing. But deadly. It's not funny, Chris. Look at Whitney Houston and adult. I know. These are addicts. This is what I'm saying. One lick, you're done. Think about it. You know what another addiction is? Licking an envelope. I didn't know that. Yeah, cut your tongue, you bleed. But use a sponge. Use a rag, damp it. No, I'm serious, the glue. I'm like, what? It's one lick, you're done. Literally. Like I said, you can't put the phone down. So, on that note, basically this whole thing was dedication to Alan Watts, PhD person or persons. I think he's one person, a guy. I wonder if I can put it on here. No, you gotta send it to private people. Stupid. Just look them up. I can't do it. Facebook, yes, I can post them. Here, you gotta do it to certain people. I did it to certain plugs. Cali and certain Kingpen, Eternal, Yellow Cake. The other ones I don't give a shit about. And I sent it to them, certain ones. And they were flabbergasted. They were doing loves and likes and very good person. AlanWatts. Could be no S or an S at the end. Very good person. Talks about anxiety, depression, how to change your life around, yin and yang, the difference between right and wrong, the white and the black, meaning if you don't have that. Think about it. What has red and black wrote all over our newspaper? Why? 4 wheels and flies. Garbage truck. Garbage, there's flies in it. It makes sense. You know? Basically, I have a frog in what state? Detroit. I gotta go. Like my tattoo says. Maybe I'll post it later. A tiger. Wow. Yeah. That was genius. I gotta go. Yeah, that was a huge thing. Every company I joined, where are you going, Chris? Even in Kings Park, KP, where I had a double name. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had a double name. Yeah, it wasn't good. Mm-hmm. What was it? Chris Dom. Why was my name first? I don't care. But it was very weird. Very weird life. Changed that around. Religion did that. And then here I am, stuck in my chair. Stuck in my music world. Stuck into building to find my forte. Maybe we need a fortune cookie. Oh, I gotta read my horoscope. Someone on Facebook. What app is that? I don't know. Took a picture, sent it to you. But some of it is weird. Oh, can't speak. Some of it is like, get the fuck out of here. Some of it is like, whoa. Okay. All right. I hear you. And one of the things I will say to customers, they're like, I love you. I'm like, what? I don't love you back. I won't say it. This is what I say to customers. They'll start talking. I'm doing other things. You know. A deli calls me a tornado. I'm like, what? Because I'm very this and go here, go there, go this to this and that and whatever. What did I say? Tornado? I forgot what I was going to say. Not good. Thank God you didn't do Pineapple Express. You will remember what the next topic is, but it's just very interesting. People and their own demise, their own characteristics. Poor kid. He wanted to very quickly. I felt so bad. I wish I had money in my pocket. I had it. But my mom asked for money. I had to pay her $300. What do you want me to do? This kid, he bought a whole Entenmann cake and milk and Doritos. So with tax and whatever, he had the little gift card, whatever. And with tax, I was like, shit, tax. I'm sorry, I said, excuse my French. I said, shit, effing tax. So we had to take the milk off. We had to take the Doritos off. I'll pay the 85. I can't let 84 cents go. That's stealing. You can't do that, Chris. So cameras are all over. Cops are coming in and out. So I'm like, let's take this off. I'm like, come back tomorrow. Tomorrow's another day. No problem. So he got the cake. I felt so bad. I wish I did. Whatever cents it was. It was almost $1. I'm like, fuck. But some people I'll do it with. I'll slip $1. I'll take it out of my pocket. Some people need 10 cents, 30 cents, whatever. I feel bad. Spanish girl. She's like, what? 18 or something. I'm like, how do you not have change? How do you not have 22 cents? Took it out of my pocket. She wanted the freaking Reese's. I'm like, what is wrong with you people? Sometimes I want it. You know, that want and want it. Do you really need it? No. It's a want. Is it a necessity, a need? No. Obviously, people buy that's a need. That's not a want. That's a need. You have to have it, or you'll until you quit. You know, the jewel pots. I'm doing research. I don't know where it is. I bought it. I bought 2 flavors. I spent a lot of money. Certain plugs want me to go on here or YouTube and just talk about their products and whatever, and then they'll message me and whatever. Alan Watts or his person that I talked about the other thing, .tv, whatever, they messaged me and they told me to do stuff. So there it is. So dedications goes to Alan Watts and his people. Medicine and vibing and Catholic and church and all his characters does he do, and he just parabolizes it. Parabolizes it. Correct. Exactly. Meaning parables, teaching lessons. God, genius. All right. What goes on? That. Exactly. What time is it? Okay. 12:35. 4-5 or 3-5? Okay. Oh, my music stuff. What's going on? 635 invites. No thanks. Maybe I'll do it. One date. Okay. Why? Don't know. But this guy gets so many views. I don't get it. This black guy. I don't get it. Don't get it. He sounds horrible. 120 views. I don't get it. I gotta see what he does. Don't get it. Don't get it. Maybe you gotta do languages. I don't get it. 120 views. Unless you view your... I don't have time to view my shit 100 times. Or maybe you have multiple accounts. I don't know what you do. But I don't care, because I know what I do. Comes from the soul. Comes from my heart. Passionate music. Stuff that I know. You'll see it. I'll say new song. Right, I don't know. You'll see that expression. Sometimes I'll talk in the music. I'm like, the fuck? I'm like, ooh. But, it's me. I'm not gonna be... I am jealous. But, as God says, don't be jealous. Because you, such as yourself, or myself, or I, are unique in your self way. You don't have to lie. Because when you lie, you have to remember what you lied about. I don't have time to lie. I don't lie. You lie. I lie? Well, tonight will happen, because when I go in, I'm going to take all my licenses, certificates, photographic it. Yeah. Picture it. Post it. And you'll see dates. In 4 weeks, 5 weeks, the new updates will come to me, the updated version. And I'm waiting for another one. I just did another one online. Someone said, go online. Take it. Pay the exam. And see what you know. I did. And they mailed it to me. I'm like, no, I need the update, you assholes. I have to call them, idiots. They mailed me New York State Pharmacy Tech. But it says like 2014. I'm like, you're idiots. I want the updated version. I paid for it. I'm a New York State. New York State Pharmacy Tech. That's probably why Schmabel. Like, whoa. You know your shit. Rules and regulation, I had no idea. Like, whoa. You knew it without even looking at the paper. Yeah, Mabel, I am. which maybe I am crazy. Medicine was my thing. It was my passion. Rules and regulations I don't like to follow, but think about it. If there's no rules, there's no life. There's no order. If there's no order, there's chaotic. There's disarray. There's isolation. There's demise. This is why there's police officers. This is why there's detectives. This is why there's doctors and lawyers and PAs and nurse pictures. There's a reason for them. I'm like, why the hell are you people there? We don't need you. Yeah, we do, because there's assholes out there who don't know what they're doing. And we thank you for that. So, yeah. Yeah, very weird. Just very quickly. A lot of officers, detectives come in 7-Elevens. Very weird. I don't know why. I don't know, maybe because of the jewel pods? I don't know what it is. One of them asked me, how many jewel pods did you sell? I'm like, what? I'm like, I don't know. So someone, a friend, not a friend, a coworker, there's a button to print. I'm like, what? So I'm like, okay. I'm like, oh my God, something's going on. It's getting serious. So I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, you're ending in the summer. I got an email. So I'm like, are you changing the date and I don't know about it? That I need to put my Wi-Fi to get the update? And I'm like, whoa. I almost peed my pants. It was not good. There was 3 of them. I was shivering. Not shivering, but nervous. Why would I be nervous? Because something's going down. Something's people inside, not mine, all over, wherever they're located, are doing undue haste. It could be mine. It could be this one. It could be that one. It could be. I don't know. I'm not there. So I'm like, what's going on? He says, well, a lot of locations are not doing the right thing. That's all I could say. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, let me call my manager and make the printout because I have no idea. I never even knew about this. Just make sure you scan every license. If it doesn't go through, you scan that, and if it doesn't, you manually enter it. If a red screen comes about, you do what you have to do. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, whoa. So tonight we denied 15 people. I counted. He says, please make a check mark. I'm like, I did. I wrote it down actually. And here it is. He says, whoa, you're good. I'm like, I don't want to. No, I'm just. He says, why would you write that? I'm like, because I want to know. And I wrote the reason next to it. What happened? He says, whoa. How long are you staying here? It's a pit stop. He says, what? What do you mean? It's a pit stop. It's enough to get by for bills and cell phone and this and maybe school and whatever. And he says, oh, that's a shame. We need more people like you. I'm like, what? I'm like, nah, it's not happening. Like I said, right from wrong, yin and yang. Without the other, you have nothing. So think about it. The devil and the angel is in you. The dual, you know how people say dual personality? Dual diagnosis, tri-diagnosis, very rare. Some people do have 3 diagnoses in one. Dual diagnosis, 2 diagnoses in one. Split personality, the good and bad, can coincide, go together. It will. Don't let it happen. Think about it. Give you an example. You're working on something, you get angry and frustrated. A lot of people don't know. I'll tell you. Learned it 5 weeks ago. 33. 5 weeks ago. You get frustrated, angry. I'm like, fuck this. I'm not doing this. Took a break from whatever I was doing. I'm not telling you. But God wasn't good. Jeez. And I said to myself, you need a break, I think. I had no idea. I'm learning as I go because 33, well, who the hell's going to teach you? So you're learning as you go, as mistakes go by. Hopefully you don't create the new ones, and you go and go and go, and you learn as you go. It's pretty cool. But anyway, ta-ta, Bina, God bless, and music time lately. or maybe bed or coffee or something. I don't know. Bye.